This week's listener review spotlight is from Harry, who wrote, "A legendary Pathfinder podcast. I was hooked after the first episode of this actual play Pathfinder 2e podcast, with added sound effects, music, and some light editing to keep the pace going. It was fun to meet these unlikely heroes as they start their journey together. I just finished the second episode and can't wait for more. I'll definitely be adding this to my weekly must-listen list." We would love to share your review as well, so post one soon and you might get the next shout-out. Thanks for listening.
Hey listeners, are you looking for the perfect gift this holiday season? How about giving the gift of stories, laughter, and behind-the-scenes Red Dirt RPG content that they'll love?
That's right! You can now give a patron membership to our podcast as a gift for any fan, or for someone who needs to become one. With a membership, they'll get access to exclusive bonus episodes, early releases, and special content that we only share with our patron community.
Plus, it's the gift that keeps on giving month after month, and it's easy. Just head over to patreon.com/reddirtdnd, and the link will be right there on our page. Just pick a membership level, fill out a few details, and boom, you've rolled a nat 20 for spreading holiday cheer.
So skip the generic gift card this year and visit our patron and give the gift of a great podcast experience today.
Stagram stood at attention in the small office, his armor scratched and muddied, a red insignia of an armiger over his shoulder, like a makeshift tabard bearing the symbol of the Order of the Nail. The man in front of him was a middle-aged warrior, gray creeping into his beard. He paced impatiently. Stagram. Armiger Stagram. The Stagram name has served the Order of the Nail for 6 generations, with distinction. I owe my life personally to the valor of your mother on the battlefield. Your father, they sing of what he did, and your uncle died no less valiant to death. And I have you. The man looks out the window at the ranks of armigers training in their weapons. The mission you were sent on was a simple one. But your weakness, your hesitation, your compassion, it is a failure because of you and 2 of your armigers. 2 of your fellows, well, they shall survive their wounds, but it should be a long and difficult recovery. Alec starts to open his mouth, and he's quickly silenced with a withering glance. 6 generations of Stagrams, and I have you. I will spare them the dishonor of dismissing you. You are granted an indefinite leave to rededicate yourself to this service. Return ready to fulfill your duties as a Hell Knight. Return with your honor intact, or do not return at all. Puts his hand on Alec's shoulder and then yanks the insignia off of his armor. 2 weeks later,
To Lictor Akelmar from E. Stagram Esquire.
carefully kind of smooths the wrinkled leather on the front. And he looks at it and goes, "My father was a most prolific scribe and a great warrior as well." He kisses the spine of the book. "It is an artifact beyond value. I thank you for preserving my family's legacy." Stagram is sitting in the crypt below Hellknight Hill, thumbing through the book that his father had written. Here we are again. Out in the woods, the party finally reunited.
We finally found Stagram. He was in a clearing doing his nails.
Well, that's
That's one way to put it.
One way to put it, yeah. That's
Doing his
Doing
nails.
his nails.
Just
Oh
Hell
my
Knight
gosh.
things, you know.
Yeah.
The nice crimson color.
yeah.
Yeah.
He likes him. He's just sitting there staring at his arm as the nail just carves a path through the flesh and the skin.
Trigger warning.
You see, he has 2 or 3 of them each arm.
Surprisingly, Boddy does not seem too phased by it. He walks close to Stagram, but keeping it 2 arms lengths.
Yeah.
Waits and just watches what he's doing, trying to think how he's going to heal it later.
So Plame was rolling to see if he was going to do something unwise. So 5.
So that would be a yes.
Oh no.
So Plame was just be confused and it's like, Stagram, why are you stabbing yourself? You shouldn't do that. That looks like it hurts.
Any other reactions from the group?
Fawin she's just shocked. I mean, she's seen a lot of things and she maybe even has read about various rituals and such, but to actually see it in play, she just stands there very awkward, I don't know what to do. Like, do we interrupt? And then of course, Plame just walks right over.
Is this normal for Hell Knights to do? Or is he like going through something right now?
I think he's doing, and she air quotes, a cleansing, but I don't know.
Inara will kind of walk up behind Plame. Yeah, why are you stabbing yourself with nails?
You just kind of see his shoulders go. He shrugs and stands up and he just grabs him and goes, pulls him out of his arm.
Oh, Lord.
That was pretty cool.
He's sitting there, he's got him like caught between his fingers, you know, like claws. And he kind of looks at it and goes, I am now ready to go meet my ancestors. Drops the nails on the ground.
Oh.
And starts walking toward the city.
Boddy looks at him and says, want me to clean those and dress them for you before we go?
No.
Right.
Oh.
Interesting guy.
Game stat wise, it's like 2 points damage.
Yep, Plame will see him here, just kind of say no, and maybe actually kind of lets it soak through a little bit that, he probably doesn't want us to help him with whatever this was, so he'll just follow in behind him, and as he catches up, he's like, I think we're just about ready. We can swing by and get your stuff at the inn, and I think the rest of the group, we're all ready to head back to the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been laying around too long. I'm ready to then beat something. I don't know about you.
It is good for a sword to be in action. Pulls the sword out of the ground and he kind of wipes it off on his pant leg and he pulls his shirt off of a branch that was hanging on and grabs his boots that were tucked under one of the bushes. And he has them in one hand and his sword over his shoulder and starts walking into town.
Fawin would like to make a intelligence check, like a recall knowledge type of check.
Okay.
That's a natural 19. About Order of the Nail. And as an appropriate time, pretty quick to him getting ready to doing stuff, Fawin says in the same language he was speaking earlier, she says, in Infernal, I will be the face that monsters dread, fierce, sharp, and unflinching. It's something that she perhaps heard her mother said. It's a code from the Order of the Nail.
And you just see him kind of look over at you, the measure, the chain, and just goes back to walking.
Boddy, one of his ears perks up as he looks at Fawin and recognizes that is not a language. That was not Elvish that she was speaking.
Oh, it sounded very un-Elvish, probably.
Yeah, probably pretty guttural and harsh, like Klingon. He's noticing that a little bit.
So Plame sees Stagram pulling on his boots, and it reminds him, oh yeah, and he turns around, he digs in his backpack and pulls out a pair of boots. I bought these for you at Quarters and Bits. Where? And he gives them bits.
Quarters and bits. Quarters and bits. Let's on down to Quarters and bits.
And he
Walking around barefoot as the pit, so come on down to Quarters and Bits.
Oh my God, thank you. I didn't even realize I wasn't wearing shoes. That's weird.
There's also crimson wood furs for fine leather goods.
No, we are not going back into town. We are going to the castle.
We have to go back to town.
Oh yeah, that's right.
To Stagram's
Stagram's junk.
Yep, we gotta go back.
Yes.
Okay, listen everybody, eyes on the road, straight ahead. We're going to the inn, and then eyes on the road, off to the hill. Don't look, don't get distracted by carny salesmen outside of different various shops.
All right, yeah. So you get there, and he disappears up to the room.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
What?
Boddy says, wait, while he's getting his things, we should go get some meat for Woggy at the butcher.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's just around
I
the corner.
forgot about that.
Yeah, just around the corner from the place.
Yep.
It'll take Alec a little longer anyway, because he's also got to get his horse and get it saddled up and all that stuff. So.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So do we want to see if we can go find Warble and bring her with us, or?
Oh, I don't know. Do you think Warble would want to go back?
Probably not till we clean out the basement.
I don't know where Warble lives, so. Unless she
They
meets
were
us.
staying out. Weren't the rest of the goblins staying out just outside of town?
They're
The rest of
staying
the
in the
goblins in
castle.
bed.
They're staying in the
bedroom.
castle, in the bugbear.
Oh, they went
bedroom.
back to the. That's right. They went back to the castle.
But Warble came to town with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's a.
She's an
Ambassador.
ambassador.
She's a city girl now.
Lives in the big city.
She's got books to collect and not read.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, but I don't even know where she resides.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just, if she wants to come later, she can.
Yeah, that's true. She knows the way.
Alrighty. You grab some munchies for Wargy.
Some gristle and ears.
All right. By the time you turn to Caden's keg, there's a man in black armor outside, standing next to an all-black steed. And he looks over at you and says, "Why, Terry, off to the castle."
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Plame.
What?
Ready?
No, yes.
Let's do it.
Actually, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
I think it would be a good idea to leave Wargy in the inn.
What?
He's a puppy.
I suppose we could have the innkeeper, I don't know, take care of him, not go in that room.
Well, how long are we planning to be gone?
Last time it was 2 days.
Oh, okay. Leave
Leave
him.
her with Warble.
Don't leave her with Warble.
I don't want her to get hurt. Just a little puppy, you know. It's just getting out into the world.
Fawin understands the compassion of
Yes.
this for an animal, so.
Inara will talk to the barkeep about just making sure that she stays in the room and gets well fed and nothing happens to her, and I'll slip her a little bit extra to do that.
Give me a diplomacy check
Okay.
here.
Modified 13,
Okay. Give
which
me, a,
isn't bad.
give me a second roll.
Okay. Modified 17.
Okay. She agrees. With a little extra.
Just, keep weird people away. Don't.
She'll reserve your room for you. I mean, you
Okay.
guys did pay for the
Yeah.
week.
So we head out and back to the castle.
Yes.
Now, if I remember right, somebody took the chain off the door of the bedroom. So that gate is now open, right?
Yeah, the big
Yeah, you guys
double door.
trudge up. It's kind of a muddy road now because it's been raining the last day or so. It's still kind of dreary out. It's the beginning of the fall. You're starting to get the rains come in. You guys are trudging uphill the whole way. Nice, several mile walk up to the castle. Kind of weaves through the woods. And Stagram clomping along on his horse as you guys are walking through the mud. He's just singing a jaunty song to himself. They wore their fate like iron plate as they met their duty's call. With goblin shriek and wargs unleash, the city made it fall. Through shattered gate they poured like flood. A Bargus led them on. The Hellknights braced their backs to stone and fought until the dawn. Men of worth, they took their worst. They stood a line of nails. With weapons high, let death draw nigh. Their courage will not fail. Overwhelming odds, a hopeless cause, a city to the sword. They chose their doom. They held the night against endless goblin horde. And he kind of looks over at you guys as he's going by. Oh, I want to be in a company that makes its final stand. On frozen ground beneath their feet, their oath still in their hand. He just kind of looks at Plame and Boddy as he trots by you guys.
God, this guy, first he's stabbing himself and now he's singing.
Singing a song about victory over hobgoblins.
No, actually, it sounds like Final Stand. It sounds like he's singing a song about a bunch of Hell Knights that were slaughtered by goblins.
Okay.
Please look at him and says,
Hey, I know that song. We used to sing it around the campfire for birthdays.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The lyrics are a little different, but the tune's the same.
Yeah. So you guys tromp up through the hills and you curve around and you come to the castle. And you wanted to go into...
We'll go around to the side where we had opened that one double door into the bedroom.
Okay.
And is it still open?
It is chained back shut by now. But
Oh, the goblins might have chained it back shut?
yeah.
So Plame will walk up and he'll take the hilt of his sword and yell out in Goblin, "Hey, we came back. Sorry we were a little late."
Give me a roll here.
Oh, crap.
Surely there's nothing that we could have disturbed.
Yes. What? Who's there?
Who's asking?
I don't know. I'm not here. No one's home.
Oh, good. Well, then open the door.
Okay.
Is this in Goblin?
Yeah, this is all in Goblin.
Fawin thinks this must be a perfectly normal conversation. Meanwhile, Boddy's like, oh my god.
No, it's a perfectly normal Goblin.
Yep, you got him. Yeah, you outwitted the guy.
It was tough. Had to roll 2.
His wisdom check went real well. So they unchained the door and they opened it up.
And this is the room where the bugbear was
room
at.
where the bugbear was.
Yeah, yes.
There's all the 8 or 9 goblins that were left. They're all sitting around the room there. Looks like they're roasting something in the middle of the floor. There's a goblin dog curled up in one corner on its...
So is Helba around?
Helba?
Helba.
They kind of nod their head to one of the little side rooms. She's sitting in there.
So Plame will go that direction. And so Plame will look at Helba and say, "Well, we were a little delayed. We had to do some shopping and a little, the rain kind of put a damper on everything. But we are back. So before we go down the escape tunnel, we're curious if you could maybe give us some idea of what we are looking at down there. I mean, you said monsters, but is it as big as this floor of the castle or bigger? Or
It's smaller. There's a main hall, and there's doors here, and hallways this way, and hallways that way. We mostly just lived in the hallways that way. There were very mean things in the other places. Yeah, they were very mean.
Are there any of them that were not alive? We ran into some skeletons up on the other side of the floor
at the time, but you know how things are. First like, oh, is it dead? Ooh, will it eat? And then, ooh, now it's eating the goblin. We'd rather not talk about that one. Kind of stop for a moment, like, fluffy.
So Plame will relay that to Fawin and to Inara, who doesn't speak Goblin. But so shall we go and see what's behind the tunnel?
Yes. Fawin says with a little bit of eagerness, like she's very excited about maybe trying to find this ring, which is not a jewelry ring, like this Alcetta's ring. She's very excited about exploring what's down there.
I'm ready to kill some things. I hope there's undead or something weird down there.
Plame will lead them back around to the...
Good luck fighting the beast, man. Like this kind of wave. Kind of lean around waving at you as you go.
And he'll shove the rock out of the way. How big is the entrance?
You get up there and it kind of rolls out of the way. It's big enough for you to go through single file.
Lord Stagram, would you like to go first?
Yes. Pulls his two-handed sword, ducks in, looks around and goes, "We're going to need a torch."
I have 4 torches. I will give Stagram 1, and now I have 3.
Boddy casts ignition on the torch that Stagram's holding, so he says, "Need a light."
And so it goes down and it curves around to the left. It's kind of a winding tunnel. Well, I say winding, it's just kind of a big hook shape. It comes back around. So you start off facing west and it hooks down and around. And by the time you're done, you're facing east.
Yeah.
So it's Stagram and then
Who goes second?
Inara?
Well, Boddy says, "No, wait. Plame and I don't need light to see in this dark.
Yeah.
Maybe it's best if we go ahead in front of everyone else, especially since your armor's a little loud."
Plame will look at Boddy and it's like, yeah, Stagram's kind of loud, but you're not exactly cat-footed.
No. But if I stay a little behind you, let you go in front, is that okay?
I don't know. It's scary down there. But I'll at least peek around and make sure there's nothing that's right there waiting for us. And he'll try to stealth up. Modify 21 on the stealth. Modify 21 on the stealth. So he'll kind of pull his cloak a little tighter around him with the obviously the dark side facing out, and he will very quietly walk. You said it kind of hooks back, so he'll walk to that area where it hooks and just look around and on down to see if there's anything obviously there.
It kind of curves very gently around. It kind of takes its time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go, you're not seeing anything.
Okay.
The entrance is dark and dusty, and at best you might see a couple of goblin prints up and down, but that's it.
Okay. And I am going to try to check to see if I hear anything.
Alrighty, roll me a hearing check.
Perception?
Yep.
23.
Nothing. You don't hear a thing.
Okay. Does it actually open out into like a bigger room, or as I come around, is it still just a tunnel?
It's still just a tunnel. Hooks all the way around and just ends in a wall.
Ends in a wall, you say?
Yes.
No side passages that I saw? All right. Plame will go back and he'll tap Boddy, and we'll walk back to the entrance and he'll relay that. The hallway, the passageway is empty. My guess it's one of those tricky walls that you came in, and he looks at Stagram when you opened it up. But I think we're okay to go down to that part. And so he'll lead the group back down.
We follow along.
All right. What's the order? You two up front?
Plame, Boddy.
I'll be behind Plame.
Okay.
Just kind of watching him do what
Plame,
he's doing.
Boddy, Inara, and then Fawin Staggering, or Staggering and Fawin?
Boddy kind of keeps. You don't have do you have your lantern?
I can get it out.
Okay, yeah. If you don't have your lantern
But-
now, Boddy says, Boddy whispers to you, "Stay with me. I can keep an eye on Plame in the dark."
Okay.
So is Stagram's torch lit?
Yeah, he
Staggering's-
lit it.
yeah. So
Yeah. So if he's toward the back, so there is some torchlight. So you can see a little. As we get up to the wall, Plame will try to do a quick search to see if he can detect any secrets in the door.
Any secrets in the door?
Yeah, like you know how to open it. Or if there's just a blank wall and we missed something.
Alrighty. Go head on, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. Let me get my eyeball dice. 19 on perception.
Nice.
Nice.
There's definitely something here.
It's a wall.
It's a wall.
Great.
No. I mean, something's like, you're like, man, if I just done a little better, I'm sure I could have found this. Anybody else want to check?
Yeah, Boddy sees Plame taking his time looking at this wall, and he says, "You suspect something's up with this wall?"
Well, I'm guessing, like I said, I think it's one of those hidden doors like what we saw in the castle floor.
Boddy casts detect magic to see if there's anything magical about it.
Nothing magical.
Boddy says, "Well, it's not magic. Maybe just good old-fashioned secret door.
Alright, could
This
be.
place is full of all kinds of surprises." So, Boddy roll perception, I guess.
Fawin will give you some aid, maybe.
I don't think the Lord Underworld would help on that.
No, definitely not.
Let's see. So perception, straight up perception. Oh, natural 10. Or sorry, a total of 10. Boddy doesn't see anything either. Oh, is there dirt? Is this a clean wall or is it filthy? What's it look like?
Oh, it looks like brick, actually.
Brick? Is it dusty and dirty and dank down here, or is it super clean? What's going on?
No, it's kind of dusty.
Boddy says, "Wait 1 second," and he hits it with prestidigitation and carefully cleans the wall off.
Oh, good thinking.
See if he can
I
like
that thinking.
get some of the junk out of there and make it more clear. Says to Plame, "Does that help?"
So Plame will look again
Are you?
and rolls a 24.
Oh,
So it's a 19 on the dice plus 5, 24.
yeah, that helped a bunch, actually. Huh? What are the odds? Yeah, now you see that one of the bricks is a little miscolored.
Ah.
Awesome.
So Plame's going to take a moment to review just to make sure that it doesn't look like there's any kind of trap on it.
Yeah. All right.
Boddy takes a step back. Natural 1.
That is the least trapped wall in existence.
Safest wall.
Perfectly safe, he says, and he reaches up and pushes on the brick.
And it opens.
Oh, thank God.
Plame will put his hands on the edge of the door and pull it toward him a little bit and kind of just shield his body with the door, but peek his eyes around so he can see what's behind it.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
10.
Oh, okay. So you see a hall. It's 15 foot wide and about 15 foot high. It comes up and it has a big arched roof. And the door you're standing in is in the middle of the wall, so you have 5 feet to either side of you.
Okay.
And it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet, and it's not entirely dark because, well, let me back up here just a sec. On each side of the hall are 3 hallways leading off, 3 to the north and 3 to the south. They're spaced about 10 foot in is the first one, and then every 10 feet. So the first one starts 10 foot away, the next one starts 25 feet away, and then 40 feet away, because they're 5-foot hallways. And in between each, or after each hallway, is a set of burning torches.
Wow.
And
They're lit.
And at the far end of the room are 3 doors. There's also, it looks like there might have been a squabble and a fight here. It looks like someone had flipped over a table in front of one of the halls. It looks like they were trying to barricade it and it's been torn down. And the table itself has hacks in it, like somebody cut their way through.
Is that a particular tunnel? Is it like the one the farthest away or the closest?
The one that's on the left and the furthest away.
Okay.
On the north side, furthest away. And then just past it is another doorway with rubble spilling out.
Okay. But don't see anything moving, and we don't hear anything, right?
Yeah.
So Plame will go ahead and pull the door open, and how wide is this door?
5 foot.
Okay, so just single file. So
You'll have to come through single file.
He'll step in and take a step to his right,
So that he's not blocking Boddy anymore.
and he'll unsling his crossbow and just kind of ready it and scan.
Alrighty. Anybody else doing anything?
Boddy's gonna come in right behind him and move to the left. Cast Detect Magic as he steps in the room. So the torches have got his attention. He wants to know if the torches are magical.
The torches are not. These are just normal torches that
Who is lighting?
someone has lit.
Who's lighting the torches? Boddy looks over to Plame and says, "Someone lit these torches. They're normal. They're not magic."
Inara will walk up and just follow in right behind Plame and Boddy. But it's probably just Warble and them.
They didn't come back down here. They're still upstairs.
Are we sure?
We just saw them all up there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. All of them are accounted for.
Yeah, but they've been staying the night here. They're probably just lighting the torches.
But torches only last for a couple of hours at a time.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
so
not
that's
too
a
long.
lot of work to like come all the way down here and then go
Right.
back and then.
Yeah. Be careful. We're probably not alone.
Good. I want to kill something.
And if it's torches, it means something's alive. Not some undead thing like those skeletons, unless they're cursed to do boring chores all day.
That was
Also,
really fun.
goblins
Don't
don't use torches.
Oh, really?
We can see in the dark.
Oh, yeah. You know, why do us humans get the bad eyes and you guys get to see everything?
It's mostly genetics, dear.
No.
And Fawin's back.
You hear the
Fawin is back.
Oh crap, I forgot about Stagram behind me.
scrapes on his shoulder pads and look over at you, and he just looks back.
Oh, God.
You know, sometimes I don't mind you, Fawin, and then sometimes something comes out of your mouth. Something in me. I don't know how to describe this feeling, but I just feel annoyed when you speak.
Oh,
So Plame will slowly move forward, and since he stepped to the right as he went in the door to make room for Inara to get behind him.
Yeah,
And
you're on the
he's
right
gonna-
hand side of the wall, Inara's behind you, Boddy's on the left hand side of the wall, and then Stagram is standing behind Boddy, and then Fawin.
So where Plame is, he can look down both ways, the hallway to the left and the right.
Ah, yes. You see they go down and then they curve a little to the right. They're leaving from the main hallway at about a 45, 60 degree angle, and then they turn and they go north-south.
So kind of like, I don't know, wings.
Yeah, they look a little like spider legs, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Which is just
And I
a
don't
terrifying thought for Plame, I'm sure.
Yes, he loves spiders, we all know. And there's nothing, he doesn't see anything down either way, at least as far as he can see.
No, there's no monsters or anything.
Alright, so I guess Plame will quietly nod his head toward the right-hand passageway, and he'll start walk in that direction carefully. Keep it until he can see around that corner, or that little bend there. That what is that, about a 160-degree angle right there. So
Yeah, and you go about, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Yep.
And then turns. And then it goes another 15 feet, and it ends in a big oaken door
Okay.
with, I don't know, something scribbled on it.
Boddy's gonna step up to into the hallway where Plame was behind him.
Does it look similar to what was scratched in, like that chicken scratch on the wall when we first entered?
Over the gate?
keep? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He will quietly back up, and then he'll go and consult with Fawin. There's some of that writing, that like what we saw at the entrance on this door up here, but it's like scratched in. It's not. It doesn't look chiseled. I don't know. You want to go with me, and we can see if we can read it?
Sure, I could try. Fawin will follow Plame up there to the bend, and then if she needs to get closer to be able to read it, she'll head that way.
Mesmer's going to hang in the main hall.
Okay, that sounds
You
good.
see him stop and look, and just kind of shakes his head. Nope. And he goes off, and he's busy bugging Boddy right now.
Boddy just looks down at this cat like, what is happening right now?
All right.
Do I recognize the characters, the symbols,
Yes.
the language?
This would be a little language called Infernal.
Ah, yes. And it says,
It seems to be a prayer for the gentle repose of those fallen heroes who lie within.
those that lie with... it's a crypt, it's a tomb, Plame.
Oh,
Behind that, they've got someone buried.
that's interesting. Why would they put them in the ground?
It's good. I don't know. It's the thing that humans do a lot, and dwarves.
Weird. Goblins, they burn. They're dead in the
Yes.
open sky and release their spirits.
They also occasionally burn their living, but that's mostly from accidents.
Will it?
Put an open sky.
Another game.
Okay, so Plame will creep up back to the door.
Back to this door?
To the door.
Okay.
And he will examine it to see if he sees any traps.
Alrighty. Let's see now.
Wait. I gotta remember to do all of these because it's maybe bigger. Because he has Trap Finder, gain +1 bonus to perception checks to find traps, and to AC attacks made by traps. So it's a perception. So that would be 24 with the +1, with just perception.
Alrighty. There is no discernible traps on this door.
And then, so he turn and kind of go back to where Fawin's at, and look at Boddy, and wave him over.
Boddy comes over.
And do you feel any magic on this door?
Boddy hits it with detect magic, 30 foot.
There's something, but it's not this door.
Okay. Not the door, but something else.
Give me an Arcana check.
Is that the way it works for you? Or you just don't know where it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just know that there's magic somewhere. And then I have to like examine things for it. That'll be a 12 on Arcana.
It's not the door. That's about all you can tell. There's something going on here, man. There's hinkiness, but you don't know what.
You know, Boddy, I just had a really smart thought.
Do tell.
Isn't my sword magical now?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that like show up on your like mind thing that you do?
Yeah, but once I know something's magical, I can.
Or you can tune it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
The spell says you can choose to ignore magic you're fully aware of, such as
Okay.
the magic items and ongoing spells of you and your allies. Yeah.
Man, I thought I just solved a puzzle right there.
I like where your mind's at. You might have a talent for magic, you never know.
You think so?
You have a talent
That-
for other things like that are destructive, so.
Well, that hand thing was pretty cool.
I
That,
think, yeah, you seem to like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
When she says that, Plame kind of remembers, oh, crap, yeah. He reaches in his armor, kind of the shirt armor. He pulls out that hand, looks over at that door, staying well back, and he'll go, open, and he'll give it a shove and a twist.
Okay.
So as the door opens,
You see there's a bit of wall on the left, and the room continues to the right.
so Plame will sneak back up and approach and carefully look and see and listen. Perception of an 8, and doesn't hear anything.
Yep.
But as he gets up there and he looks through the door, what's it look like in there?
4 monuments loom in this dark and somber room, each with prominent carvings of black-winged angels and various stylized pentagrams. Burnished plaques along the floor next to each sepulchre bears the name of those interred within, while atop the northern wall, near the ceiling, the words "Sepulchre of the Nail" are carved in prominent relief. So, 4 graves, each one at the head of it is an angel carved. It looks like some kind of obsidian or something. It's just all black stone.
So they like the big stone coffin raised. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a sepulcher.
Sepulchers.
And like I said, and there's a plaque on the foot of each one.
So what's Stagram done all this time?
He's been in the hall, guarding the hall while you guys are doing that.
Okay. Plame will turn to Fawin.
Which side did Helba say they normally stayed in? Halls on the right or on the left?
I think she said the left.
Okay.
Nothing else in the room that I see?
That is all you see.
Is that an opening here on the east side?
Or is that a door?
Yeah, that is an archway.
Oh,
Archway.
Yeah, it comes up and there's sort of a little...
Okay, so that's west.
Boddy steps in behind Plame and says, mind if I check for magic again?
No, go ahead.
And so Boddy hits detect magic again.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
I rolled a 4. It's a total of 11.
Yeah, you're not sure, but you have a serious case of the heebie-jeebies.
Boddy whispers to Plame, something in this room ain't right. I can't put my finger on it, but there's magic in here and I can't tell what it is. It might be dangerous, so be careful.
What? The underground tomb with lots of monsters from far away could be dangerous?
Yeah. In the keep of the Hell Knights especially. Boddy winks and giggles with Plame.
So Plame is going to be maybe almost making a wisdom check here. He's going to move back down to where Stagram is.
And Fawin will back out of that hallway as well, back into the main area.
Boddy doesn't. Boddy steps to the door and he's looking and watching and trying to figure out what's going on. He's inquisitive.
Stagram is, what did you find?
Alec, I understand from Fawin that you put your honored dead underground here, and I'm guessing that's what these are. I don't want to be disrespectful. Is it all right if we go into these rooms and check them out?
Are you asking if you can desecrate the dead?
I mean, it's your ring you're looking for, and there were no monsters, so we can just leave these rooms alone, but there might be clues.
Who is buried there?
Reading.
Right, I forgot he doesn't read.
Yeah. Boddy says to Fawin, we might need you to come read these inscriptions if they're in the same language.
Okay. And then she says to Stagram and Plame and the people in the hallway, I think, as Plame said, the goblins said they mostly stuck to the left side, which means these right side might be the 3 that are unexplored. So I'll go check the name and be right back. So she'll walk down there close enough to be able to see if she can read the plaque underneath.
All right. Yeah, you can read the plaques. The first one, going from north to south, they are Mistress of Blades, Zera Delphine, Master of Blades, Rintin Veseli, Paravicar Yenesta, and Paralictor Loreen Sinel.
She kind of puts those in her memory, at least last names anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says to Boddy, none of those seem to have a connection with Stagram. Let's leave them alone and go check out the others first.
And Boddy peeks over to this archway, and what does he see in there?
You, where are you standing? Right. Oh, I see. Just kind of peer. You see a big room. It is 25 feet by 25 feet.
This is a very large room.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interestingly built map.
So it's just a big, empty space. There's a door on your left, which would probably line up with that second hallway.
Boddy says to Fawin, I don't mean to be rude, but could you step back in the hallway a bit so I can adjust my eyes to the dark?
Fawin doesn't have a light torch with her.
Oh, that's right. Elf.
She has low light vision.
In that case, Hobgoblin dark vision is the same thing as good as.
Was it 60 feet?
No,
It's
full.
the same as you see in daylight, just in black and white.
Yeah, just whatever his field of vision is, not so much.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what his field
Yeah.
of vision would be if he's standing right inside that doorway.
So like,
Okay, so from sitting there, you can probably see there's a archway on your right. Can't see what's in there,
yeah,
but you can see there's an archway on your right. Ahead of you is a big room, and inside of that room, there's an area that's about 15 feet long, and it goes out to the edge of your vision. And along the southern wall is a large relief carving of a sunburst made of nails. Instead of typical flagstones, the floor is made up of headstones with names and dates. 6 of the headstones seem to have been pried open and reveal empty graves.
Oh, it's like a tomb floor.
Yeah, because you have this 25 by 25 foot room, but the southeast corner doesn't exist. It actually opens into another hall. It's 15 foot long and runs out as far as you can see. And all the 5 by 5 squares on this are graves. So there's a lot of guys, and 6 of them have been pried open.
Boddy takes all this in. I can see some dug up tombs. I should talk to Stagram about this. Let's go back before we step on a trap or something. And so he goes back to...
What's going on up there?
Yeah, looks like some of your... Boddy looks up at Stagram and Hellknight ancestors' graves were dug up. It's an interesting tomb that you have down there. They buried them in the floor.
Yes.
Well, a handful of them have been opened up, someone looking through them. I don't know if this would be protected by magic or traps or anything like that, but someone got past it. I don't know if you want to inspect it. Maybe it's one of your ancestors that's been dug up, or maybe you can find one of your ancestors there.
Possibly.
Or we might have to kill one of your ancestors.
You just see he is thinking. You see his eyes just kind of going back and forth. He's doing the math on this. He's like, yes, this is serious. Someone has been up to something.
Is there any chance they're looking for the same thing you're looking for?
Do not know.
Could just be grave robbers.
Fool thing to do with it.
Any chance you could tell how fresh it had been disturbed?
No, I didn't get that close.
Okay.
Well, let's go up there and why don't you take a look at them?
We should, but I want to let Stagram know. And I wanted to see if Plame would go and check for traps. He's much more crafty than we are. And those graves still give me the heebie-jeebies.
Why? It's just dead people.
Plame glances at Stagram and
What do you think, Alec? Should we go in and investigate?
Perhaps. It will not be easy.
I know it's not really my place to say, but maybe we should just first look for one that mentions Stagram first and then come back to do a more detailed check if we don't find the obvious.
We're going to have Stagram check because Plame doesn't read.
I'll go with him.
Oh yeah, you can read Infernal.
Yes. Never thought all those times my mom was making me learn it would be valuable.
All right. So who's going in?
Plame will go in first.
I'll just follow in behind everyone. Not in the back.
How are you going in? You going in through the archway, or are you going in through the door?
He's going to go to the archway.
To the archway.
When he gets up to the archway, again, as a reminder, he does have a trap finder, so he doesn't have to be searching to get a chance to check for traps.
Is the whole party going in, or are you just sending those two?
Inara wanted to come in.
Boddy's going to come in and stay right here by the graves.
Stagram is definitely going to go in. The cat's going to hang in the hall.
Smart cat.
It's like,
So yeah, when we get up to the archway, Plame is going to stop before stepping into it and just take a look at it to make sure he doesn't see anything that looks like it might be a glyph or a trap. 17.
don't see a thing.
Okay, he'll cautiously step in,
All right, where do you go to?
straight ahead, one step, and he'll stop and look.
All right, what's everybody else doing?
Fawin's going to be reading as soon as she sees information.
So are you going in, where are you going to the room? Or-
Yeah. She'll follow in after Plame.
All right, everything's cool. And matter of fact, it's really cool. It's kind of chilly. It's an initiative kind of chilly.
Oh, I knew it.
And we'll see who goes in next.
Go into the crypt, they said. You'll find treasure, they said.
That was good. Wayfinder Legends is a production of Red Dirt RPG LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of their respective creators. The Age of Ashes Adventure Path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo titles, characters, and artwork are used with respect under the guidelines of the OGL and ORC gaming licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. You'll get additional content, Discord access, quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd.
Everybody, we all have one hero point.
You all
Yes.
have one
Oh, yeah.
hero point returned to you. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Does anybody have more than one right now?
I do now because we got one last time and we got
have-
one this time, so
yeah.
I have 2.
I have 2.
You'll have two.
She got one
Yeah.
for sleeping.
No, wait. It's at the beginning of each session that you're here.
Really?
That's me.
Technically, yes, because I think it's the hero points are an incentive for like
Show
things-
up and play.
Yeah, some of the things you can get hero points for is bringing food. Like literally in the book, it says you know,
Bribing the DM.
yeah, it says that for the DM, use hero points to award people for doing things outside of the game, like bringing food, showing up early,
That's
Really?
awesome.
taking notes, things like that. They say, yeah, good job on that. You get a hero point. We don't have to do that, but
No, I'm not
I'm just saying for all the listeners,
It's fine.
hero points are kind of cool that way. They're like, because honestly, getting everybody to the table on time is a challenge. Those incentives are neat.
Yeah, I've been laying around too long. I'm ready to get up. Oh, okay.
Try that again.
Plame, when Stagram pulls his boots on, he's going to stop and look over to Nara and look down at her bare feet.
You know, we should probably get you some shoes.
You still don't have shoes. That's right.
I swear I've had shoes on.
Surely we can retcon that. That's hilarious, though.
Yeah.
We actually haven't, but
No,
surely
I
during.
say leave it in.
No.
Just kind of forgot that
Like,
there's no
oh yeah. Yeah, you could have picked some up from Creek Twiddleton.
Yeah. At where was that? Where would that be?
Oh, that would be
Quarters and bits.
Quarters and bits. Quarters and bits.
Get your boots at
Quarters and bits.
I love that place. Let's do it. Let's head back in.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, just a minute. Just kidding.
Just-
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, actually, wait a minute.
Oh no.
I think it would be a good idea to leave Wargy in the inn. He's a puppy.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Agreed.
His survival rate goes way up if he stays here, though.
Wow.
No, he's got a point.
I'm just teasing. Okay, anyway.
Rude.
Leave
Leave
him.
with Warble.
Him?
Her with Warble.
Leave her with Warble.
Don't leave her with Warble.
I don't want him to get hurt, and he's just a little. I don't want her to get hurt. Just a little puppy, you know. He's just getting out into the world. She is just getting out into the world.
You and your gender confusion.
I don't know why.
She named her Wargat.
Just call
Yeah.
it.
Hey, you named her.
That's true.
Yeah, that helped a bunch, actually. Huh, what are the odds? Yeah. Now, what you're seeing is...
A clean wall.
A clean wall. Thank you, Emily. That is the least trapped wall in existence.
This
Safest
seems
wall.
perfectly safe, he says, and he reaches up and... Don't worry, guys, this is much safer than that bookstore.
Just like, what happened? Why do you guys keep talking about this bookstore? What happened here?
Well, it was very scary. It was this store full of books. Ugh.
I know that is pretty.
Have you ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark with the guy and the spikes in the wall? That's what happened.
Oh my God, books are terrifying, aren't they? Or what was my deity?
Gorham.
Oh my Gorham.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
OMG.
OMG.
OMG. Oh my Gorham.
Still fits.
Okay. You see a hall. It is...
Music library. Need to play a radio station or ask for your music in a different.
Siri.
It's a spaceship.
That's very awesome.
Just a little ghost.
However, it's not in...
I don't know who that was.
Who's sharpening their sword?
Are you asking if you can desecrate the dead?
I didn't see any crates, but
Oh my God.
we could look.
Great. That's a grace.
Desecrate. Desecrate.
There's another craze.
Desecrate.
Great. DM's looking at stuff. Something's gonna happen.
What? The DM looking up stuff? What could ever go wrong?
He's just drawing, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at the map to draw.
I'm sure it's perfectly fine.
Pretty dry.
No, nothing.
Just adding to the map.
itching to kill us around the corner.
Oh, that's it.